G'day DeFi family. If you didn't know, my name is Bruce. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to my DeFi Live, where I like to talk about DeFi and crypto projects, specifically projects that I'm invested in. And if you didn't realize it, we're talking about the Drip network tonight and how to take $1,000 and over 18 months become financially free. Now, if you're not sure about the Drip network in the crypto space, then it's a great idea to get acquainted with the videos on my channel, as I have a large drip-focused playlist for everybody to view. It will be linked in the description along with my 7-step guide on how to invest in the Drip network, linked below and also linked above here. Now, with all my investments, I like to do calculations, and I have made a few calculators for Drip. I've introduced my new comprehensive Drip calculator last week, and it wasn't really an in-depth video, but more of an intro. So I wanted to go over this calculator a bit more with a bit more detail and information. So if you're not familiar with the calculator, there is a link above to introduce yourself to the calculator. I suggest you watch that first before we get into the details. And we can show you some real world examples of becoming financially free, and you may get a sense of what it requires in your own personal case to be financially free. Now, everybody has a different perspective of being rich, but let's move on from the old days where becoming a millionaire was the goal. In today's world of financial freedom, it is not about being a millionaire, but about having financial freedom from your cost of living. The bills you pay, the groceries you buy, etc., all require you to have a job or run a business you may or may not like or have grown tired of. We all want to be removed from the idea where you exchange your time for money. This is old school thinking, and crypto is here to turn your mind around. So today I'm going to use 3 world examples if you spend 1,000 US dollars to invest in the Drip network, and show you that over 18 months, even in a bear market, you can become financially free. So it is important to realize right from the start that the Drip network is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It might be a few months before you start withdrawing realized gains. So probably just remember that mindset early on. This is not a get-rich-quick. This is a delayed gratification. So when you invest your $1,000, you're probably not going to see results straight away. Your goal is to be financially free after 18 months and not after 3 months. It's not going to happen. So your goals, every person has a different perspective of being financially free. Let's not focus on becoming a millionaire. Let's focus on what it will take to set you free. So you probably have commitments at the moment. You may have a job or run a business. Stay strong and stick to it during this process. You may have to keep doing that job or keep running that business over the next 18 months. So in the 3 world examples we have today, we have Australia, Germany, and the United States. So this is a really nice spread of different countries. We have Asia Pacific, Australia, we have Europe, Germany, and we have America, North America, United States. But like I said before, the examples I have here may not suit your goals specifically, but the information that I provide in this specific video will help you to research your requirements that you need to find your passive income and find your financial freedom. And how much do you need personally? Everyone's personal living cost situation is very different. These examples may be way off what is relevant to you, but the information I give you in this video, you will be able to do your own research. How much time will it take you to manage your investment with Drip Network? Well, initially, if you're starting from absolute zero, if you are, I have a good video for you in your introduction to Drip, linked above. But if you're not, it won't take you much time at all. But if you're starting from scratch, it'll probably take you about 1 to 2 hours to get everything set up, to get money onto your MetaMask and whatnot. But after that's set up, and once you've invested in Drip, every day it should only take you 5 minutes to either recompound your rewards or claim your money. So 5 minutes a day for the next 18 months. And you don't have to do it every day. You can do it every second day. It's totally up to you. So what we're going to do with the examples today is going to use Numbeo. I don't know, Numbeo? Not sure if I'm saying that right. This website I will be using as a calculation of living expenses. This particular website shows you living costs across the world. Now, I imagine it's not an exact science. It's not necessary to be an exact science because everyone's living cost is going to be different. So I suggest if these examples are not close to your living standards, then go on to Numbeo and do your own research. Your living arrangements are going to be different. So the examples I have 3 examples across 3 different countries. one with 2 parents and 2 children, another with parents whose kids have left home, and another single parent. So the first example I have is in Melbourne, Australia, 2 adults and 2 children, and we're going to dive into these statistics now. All right, guys, here is the drip calculator that I've put together. First, we're just going to have a look at the price of drip. And the price of drip currently is $8.71. So we're having a pump tonight, so that's nice. It's $8.71. So we'll go back to the calculator. What we're going to do is we're going to work out how many drip we get for $8.71. So we're going to get about 103 drip for $1,000 as of the price tonight. So what I've done there is I've just entered $1,000 and I've put in 103 drip, and it's come up with the price of $8.74. So that's close enough. We can forgive that little price difference of 3 cents. We're starting off in the first month with $1,000 and 103 drip. So before we get started with the calculator, don't forget, you need to make a copy of this calculator if you wish to use it yourself. So go up to File, Make a Copy, and that will make a direct duplicate copy of this calculator, but it'll be your copy, so you can make edits and add numbers that you choose. So that will be the first thing you need to do if you want to use this calculator. So let's have a look at the statistics for living expenses in Melbourne, Australia, as two adults and 2 children. So let's go to Numbeo. We have it already open here. Cost of living estimator in Melbourne, Australia. And what we have here is the currency is in Australian dollars. Members of your household is 4. Eating lunch, dinner in restaurants 10% of the time. So let's just quickly run over these statistics. Eating in restaurants 50%, drinking coffee moderate, cinemas average, nobody smokes anymore. Moderate alcohol, of course, people in Australia drink a lot. So at home we're eating Western food, of course, driving a car, moderate, taking a taxi one trip per week, paying for public transport for 2 family members, sports membership for 2 people, possibly 1 adult, 1 child, you never know. Vacation and travel, so we're going to add that into the expense as well. Clothing and shoes shopping, moderate. So what we've got here is a mortgage for a 3-bedroom apartment. Let's just change that to, no, we can't really pick a house. We're just, a 3-bedroom apartment. City centre. It's even more expensive. So we have children in private school too. So let's just submit and recalculate those results. So again, like I suggested earlier, the samples here may not be perfectly suited to you. These are just random samples that I'm choosing. If you have a specific cost of living that you'd like to calculate, then just jump on this website, Numbeo. So we've submitted that calculation for your living expenses for Melbourne, Australia, 2 adults, 2 children. And here it has all the details that you need to look at. Very, very detailed indeed. But again, this is not going to be perfect and not going to be exact for what you need. This is just purely an example. So this is quite an expensive example here for 2 adults and 2 children, $13,554 per month. So we need to look at the Drip Network calculator and figure out what we need to do, the strategy that we need to make to earn $13,554 per month at the end of 18 months. But we probably need more because there will be inflation over 18 months and there will be obviously other costs that we haven't calculated here. So let's maybe aim for 16,000 per month, just for an example. So let's go back to the calculator. We know we need about 16,000 per month. Well, I forgot to mention that this calculator is in US dollars. So we need to make that conversion from US dollars from Australian dollars to US dollars. So I forgot about that bit. Sorry about that. So it's $11,294. So we're starting off with 103 drip. And the example I've put in here is I've kept the price the same the whole time. So there's no fluctuation in price over 18 months. Now it's up to you whether you want to play with these prices or not. But for this example, I've just kept the prices the same to show you that the power of drip is in compound interest and not really the price. For sure, the price has relevance and has importance, but it's not the number one thing here. We need to focus on compounding our deposits with the compounding interest over 18 months. The price will be pretty irrelevant by the time we have enough deposits. For sure, it would be nice for the price to jump back up to all-time highs, 150, 160. It would be nice for it to get to $200, but it doesn't need to. We just need it to stay steady and stay stable. So $8 is my perfect little price that I've picked here, because it's currently around the $8 mark. And if it stays that way for 18 months, we're going to be just fine. So the first thing we're going to look at is the claiming strategy. Here I've selected 1 day a week, but I think for a family, 2 adults and 2 children, we may need to, it depends. It really depends on your situation. You both might have jobs. So if you both have jobs, you may not need to claim immediately. You can probably compound. So if you have jobs that you don't need this money straight away, then you can select to compound for individual months. But if only one of you has a job, if only one of you is the breadwinner, then the other half of the family may need to withdraw money in order to survive or help with the living costs. So we're going to go have a look at claiming 3 days a week straight away. So you've put in $1,000, you've got 103 drip, and we're going to do a 3-day claim per week. So compounding 4 days and 3-day claiming. So here we have, at the end of the first month, your end deposit will be 121 drip. And these are the deposits in your drip faucet at the end of each month, right up until 18 months. So at the end of 18 months, by claiming 3 days a week, we're going to have withdrawn quite a bit of funds. So your unrealized gains are 15,000 deposit in the, that's from the compounding. The total gains that you've withdrawn is $9,000. You've withdrawn $9,000 over 18 months. You've claimed 3,280 drip. Your max payout is currently 7,300 drip. So instead of doing a really pro compounding strategy, you've done a more of a half and half, like a 4-3 compounding claiming. Your daily drip available is 20.25. So your daily passive income is $162. So it's not bad. Not bad at all after 18 months. Your monthly income minus taxes. So you're now earning almost $5,000 through Drip Network after 18 months. Unfortunately, after 18 months, that's not enough for you to become financially free. Surely it's enough to help you help with your living expenses. And if you continue down this path, eventually, possibly in another 12 months, you will become financially free. But let's work on an 18-month strategy. So we're short here. We're not going to get there quite yet. So we're going to take away 1 day. So instead of doing 3 days a week, we're going to do 2 days a week. And what are the results for the 2 days claiming and 5 days compounding? So you're going to have gained $9,000. So it's pretty close to the same. Just a few $100 off. So $9,800 you've withdrawn, which just helped you with living expenses over 18 months. Claimed 5,400 drip. Your max payout is 14,000. So your max payout is a lot higher. Your faucet value is a lot higher because you haven't claimed as much. Your daily drip is almost double what it was from the other strategy, the 3-day strategy. And your daily income, passive income, is $314 a day. And your monthly income minus taxes is almost $10,000, $9,500. So we're short again. We are close. We are super close. A couple of grand off our price that we need to be financially free as 2 adults and 2 children living in Melbourne, Australia. So let's go back and look at this 2-day strategy. I think we're going to stay with this 2-day strategy, and let's see what happens if we, maybe for the first 2 months, we decide not to claim. So for the first 2 months, we fully compound to try and boost our drip deposit by the end of 18 months. So if we close down the first 2 months for claiming and we look back at what we have here, our monthly gains, 18-month total gains, is actually higher again. Our drip claimed is higher, but our max payout is also higher. Our daily drip is higher again, 45, and our daily passive income has grown again. $365, and we're now at $11,100. And what did we need before? $11,293. So I think possibly that this is the best strategy. If you maybe go for another month, the third month, then you'll find you are now over your expenses. So that would be my strategy for 2 adults and 2 children living in Melbourne, Australia. Depositing $1,000 into DRIP. Don't claim for the first 3 months, and then after 3 months, do a 2 days a week claiming and 5 days compounding. Sounds good to me. Pick a strategy that suits you, your current living situation. You may need to start claiming early for your living expenses, or you may be able to hold off claiming for months. Decide how many days a week you want to compound and how many days a week you want to claim. So in Germany, we have Munich. So in the city of Munich, Germany, we have 2 adults whose kids have left home. And we're going to dive into those statistics now and have a quick look. Munich in Germany, and 2 adults where the children have left home. So you're free to do whatever you want with your retirement years. So let's go to Munich in Germany. Let's have a look here. Munich in Germany. Let's have a look at that. So we're talking about 2 people in the household. And this is in euro, of course. So we're going to keep the expenditure the same. No one smokes anymore, so let's just leave it at that. Western food, driving moderate, 1 round trip per week. So let's go with paying for public transport. Let's just do 2 members. Why not? Sports for 1 household member, maybe the husband or the wife. They play in a sport club once a week or once a month. So vacations, we're even going to work out what vacations you take. Clothing. So we're going to do a 1-bedroom apartment in the city centre. And of course, the children have left school and left home. So let's do that. Just close that down. And so we've calculated those living costs for Munich, Germany. And again, the costs are probably not going to be entirely accurate, not 100% accurate, but we get the general idea. And if this is not really relevant to you, then by all means, please come to this website and have a look for your own personal benefits before you start playing with the calculator. So this is going to cost €3,924 per month to live in Munich, Germany. I don't know if that's a reasonable deal or if that's expensive. Never lived in Germany. I have been, but never lived there. So €3,924. Let's work out what that's going to be in US dollars. 3,924 is $4,050. So for a couple in Germany, Munich, Germany, you require $4,050. And what we're going to do is we're just going to add on another 1,000 just to make sure everything is covered, because when you want to be financially free, you want to quit that job, you just want to make sure you've got a bit of buffer room. So let's make it $5,000 USD per month. So $5,000 is what it's going to be. So let's have a look at this here. We've got the same cost, $1,000 for 103 drip, and we're going to keep the price the same as we have done. We've got a claiming strategy of 1 day a week. Now, everybody's situation is different. Once again, you might be 2 adults who are still working. You might be one partner might be working, one might be retired or just not working. So whatever the situation is, maybe for if you're 2 adults working, so maybe you make a goal for the first 9 months for your partner to quit their job. So if you both work, make a goal after 9 months for your partner to quit their job. And then after 18 months, you both quit your job. So maybe we can work on that. We have claiming 1 day a week and compounding 6 days a week. Let's go back to the 2 days, and we're just going to leave the first 9 months as open that we can compound and claim. So in order for your partner to quit their job and live comfortably, we're going to need to have the realized gains be upwards of $2,000 or $2,500, because it's the realized gains when you claim is what's going to be your living expenses. This is the potential right here, the potential if you decide to claim every day. So you're not going to claim every day after 9 months. What you are going to do is you're going to claim 1, 2, or 3 days a week and have realized gains. So maybe go for 3 days. So this is potentially not going to work in terms of this strategy, allowing your partner to quit their job. So what we need to do, we need to really boost that up. So we're going to block off the first 6 months. So that for the first 6 months, because you're both working, you both don't need the money straight away. We're going to block off the first 6 months and just compound only, not claim anything. And then at the end of the 9th month, we're going to see we're earning $654. The 10th month, $900 per month, and then $989. So we're still not quite there for your partner to quit your job, but we're certainly in a position to help out with your daily and monthly living costs. $900 per month is almost €900 per month, so that's doing pretty well. Perhaps we have a look at blocking off the first 9 months. So therefore we have 9 months of complete compounding, and the 10th month we start claiming 3 days a week and compounding 4 days. And therefore you're earning $1,289 in the first month of claiming, which is probably enough for your partner to quit their job. It could be part-time, it could be full-time. It might be enough, it might not be. It's totally dependent on your situation. That would be a nice goal to aim for after 9, 10 months for your partner to quit their job. And then at the end of 18 months, you're claiming 3 days a week. You're earning $4,500 for that particular month. And our goal was $5,000. So if you, at the end of the 18 months, you decided to claim every day, you're then earning $14,000 per month, which is more than enough. So you could probably do another strategy of claiming 4 days a week and compounding 3. So maybe reverse the strategies after 18 months and you are financially free in Munich, Germany. Well done. So pick a strategy that suits your current living situation. Possibly aim for your partner if you're both still working to quit their job by month 9 might be a good strategy. And the last strategy we have is the city of Dallas in the United States, 1 adult and 1 child, so a single parent. Okay, let's reset now for the final example of the city of Dallas in North America, United States. Let's reset that back to the 1 day. So we're going to go and look at a single parent, so a single parent with 1 child in Dallas, United States. Let's have a look at that. Dallas, Texas, United States. Again, these are just randomly chosen locations. Feel free to check your location, how much it might cost for you per month. So we've got 2 members of the household. It's in US dollars. We're going to go probably not eating at restaurants too much because we're a single parent. Look, raising a child. You are choosing inexpensive restaurants. Yeah, we're going to go up to 90% or 100% of the time. We're choosing expensive restaurants, looking after a child, so that's not going to work. We're drinking coffee low. Not really going to the cinema that much. Smoking, I don't think you'd be smoking who knows, up to you. Western food, driving a car, moderate, I'd imagine. Possibly a lot with a child. No taxis, got a car, so we're fine with that. Public transport for 1 family member, that's all good. Sporting membership, no, we don't want to worry about that. Vacation once per year. Relatively inexpensive. It's a low budget for clothing and shoes. And we're going to do maybe 1 bedroom apartment outside of the city. And we have 1 child going to kindergarten. Let's put that in. So let's submit that and recalculate the cost of living for a single parent with 1 child in Dallas, Texas. And that will be US dollars. Quite a lot. $5,229 for a single parent raising a child in Dallas, Texas. Wow. That's pretty expensive. Childcare, that's where it all comes from. Very expensive. So as the calculator is in US dollars, we don't need to convert that. Let's go back to the drip calculator. So it is $5,229. Let's do something along the lines of $6,000 to aim for a little bit of wiggle room. So $6,000 we're looking for. So a single parent raising a child is probably going to need help in terms of paying for living costs and whatnot. So the $1,000 that you want to spend on Drip Network can probably be spent on other things to help with your living expenses. But if you invest the $1,000 today, you can take some of that money out in the first month. It's not, of course, not a get-rich-quick scheme, but this is a long-term 18-month goal. But let's have a look here. We've got one-day claiming, but what we need to do is we really need to make this 3-day claiming, because we need help with paying for our living expenses as a single parent raising a child. So after your first month, you're only going to withdraw $96 or close to $100, and so on. It's going to increase because your compounding is 4 days a week and your claiming is only 3 days a week. So naturally, your deposit, your faucet is going to increase over time, slowly but surely. So for the first few months, it's not a great deal. 6 months, you're earning about $200, $270 per month. You're withdrawing that, and your value of earning per month, if you started to claim every day, is only $900, and that is after 8 months right there. So let's have a look right down the end. What have we got here? After 18 months, if you started withdrawing or claiming every day, you'll be earning close to $5,000. So it's not quite there yet, not quite perfect. So we're a little bit short. What you are claiming every week is your realized gains, which is here. This is currently every month, I should say. So the last month, the 18th month, you've claimed $1,447 to help with your living expenses. And after this 18th month, if you were to withdraw every day, you would be close to $5,000. So what we need that to be $6,000. So what we're going to do is we're just going to cut off that first month, and we're going to buy noodles. And we're going to drink some tea, and that's all you're going to have for a first month. So we're going to just cut the budget in half a little bit, trying to survive that first month without taking any money out of this particular project. And what you'll find is if you close down the first month and only compound, your end result is $5,517. So you are over that living expense of $5,200. But what we really want is $6,000 to cover for unexpected things. So let's go one more month. So 2 months of noodles and tea, and you're there. At the end of 18 months, you're earning $6,180 per month if you start claiming every day. Your last month of realized gains was $1,800. Your total withdrawn costs or your realized gains is $11,169. So it's really helped a lot in terms of your living expenses up until that point. And after the 18th month, you are earning more than the cost of living in Dallas, Texas, as a single parent to one child. Again, pick a strategy that suits your current living situation. Quit that second job. So you might be working 2 jobs to pay for your living expenses to help raise your child. Aim to quit that second job in the first year of your investment, and then the last 6 months of your investment, aim to be financially free. Okay, DeFi family, thanks for watching. I hope I didn't bore you with those numbers. I hope that helps for your long-term strategy for investing in Drip Network. There is a link in the video description for investing. It is a referral link of mine. And also there is a link to 7 easy steps to get involved in Drip Network. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. Hit that notification button. And I'll see you next time, guys. Take care of yourselves. Love ya. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Hi guys, this is Bobo, my favorite cat. He's recommended the next 2 videos in your DeFi adventure just over here. So check them out. I think they're pretty good choices. What do you reckon, Bobo? Did you make a good choice? Why don't you check them out? Let us know. Cheers. See you soon. Bye. Anybody?